One-time wood protector is a unique product. It's not thinned with water and there's no mineral spirits in it. It's sort of thick, and so what soaks into the wood becomes part of the wood, but that also leads to some challenges when applying. I won't say challenges, but it can't be put on with a pump-up garden sprayer, your typical method. So you're going to look at manual application, either rolling, a pad applicator, or a brush, depending on your particular project. Now on this project today, we've got benches, we've got spindles, we've got tight areas under the deck, so we've got a few different tools that might help us in those particular areas. For the floor, the largest area, we're usually going to use either a 3/8 roller or a 1/4 inch roller. Now that has to do with the thickness of the nap. A typical 3/8 roller will apply enough material that you can brush out. If you're not going to brush the material out, you'll probably want to go to a 1/4 inch roller. That's going to be about the right amount because we don't want to over apply the one time. We just want to put as much on the wood as will soak in and cure and brush the rest forward. So we'll show those methods in detail once we get some product in the buckets. Okay, when using a roller, you've got a couple of ways to actually apply it. You can use a bucket grid with a 5-gallon bucket. Now we like this because you don't have a chance of sliding and kicking your pan. It's easy to move around, and so we'll put the bucket grid on the side of the pail, fill our material in, and we just roll right out of the bucket. You could also use a oversized paint tray. We have these available on our website. This comes with a tray liner so you can keep your pan clean, and that's a good method as well. For our specialty areas like our spindles and up underneath the benches, we're going to need a combination, and we like the mini roller called a jumbo coater from Worcester. The Worcester jumbo coater comes with a Pelican pail, so we can actually roll right out of the pail, rest the roller on the side, and grab our brush, which is held by a magnet, and so we can use that to brush in some tight areas that we can't get with the roller. But we want to look at the roller as a method of just delivering it. It saves us a lot of dips of the brush, but we'll still stretch that one time out. We're going to brush it into the cracks, so we're going to apply with the roller and brush it out. We've got a couple of different tools to help us do that. Now this is our extended frame jumbo coater, and the nice thing about the jumbo coater as well, we saw the 4-inch rollers, but if we're not using the Pelican tray, we can still use a wider roller, and we can use this for some of the tighter areas down behind the benches, over the edge of the spindles, and we'll just use our regular roller pan with this particular roller. You could also use a pad applicator. A pad applicator is just a sponge with a little velour hair on it, and you could use this possibly getting in some of the tighter areas under the spindles and rails. The nice thing about the one time, it doesn't matter if you put it on with a brush, a roller, a pad applicator. It's going to have the same look, so you can combine any of these tools for your particular project. I've got a small lamb's wool applicator that could also be used. Again, this could be used for spindles. Any method you can get it onto the wood and let it soak in is going to be fine. And again, these are our particular products of choice. You can use any brush, you can use a regular wooden pole for your roller, but we like the Sherlock system. We've got the jumbo coater with the extension already on it, so we don't need a pole. We're going to start out with the spindles. We're going to put some one time into our 5-gallon pail, and we'll be ready for the 9-inch roller when we get to the floor. I'm going to lay it aside for now. We're just going to work with the small roller, and we're going to do the spindles around the perimeter, and then we'll complete the benches and the floor. Okay, we've got the deck prepared and we're ready to start applying the one time. And as we discuss some of the tools, we really like the Worcester line of products, including our jumbo coater, which attaches quickly to the Sherlock grip tip poles. The nice thing about this is we can switch from our small roller to our 9-inch roller very quickly, or we can have a couple of poles for each individual. Now these also work as a screw pole, so this will fit a universal handle. This is a Sherlock frame, and boy, that's just a nice, smooth, durable roller. That's our product of choice among rollers. Now we've even got the grip tip adapter on our brush that we're going to use to apply to the floor, and this just screws into the handle, again, adapting to the grip, and when I need a brush, I can switch over to this very quickly.